With Garrett, I feel like sometimes he's still this season almost like flying under the radar in our discussions because it's just been difficult to get him the football. But a game like today, it feels like he really willed them forward at times. He did some incredible things on the field. He's a unicorn out there.
They don't do him any favors.
Exactly.
Everything is so hard. I mean, this dude got to tap both his toes in, land on both his kneecaps, land on his elbows, like the catch, the touchdown catch against Buffalo's inside. It's like, come on, man. Like, can I get some easy throws? I mean, listen, he's fighting and scrapping, and listen, you love the fight in him, but you want to be able to get your best playmakers opportunities to get big plays, explosives. You know what I mean? Out here, that catch right there, man. There's only a couple of guys in this league that can make that catch. The dexterity and the ability to know where you are on the football field. And then listen, he's clutch. Now, I know he's going to take the fact that he dropped that big one, but the defender put his hands right in there. He's a blessing and a joy to have. I just wish we can get somebody opposite of him to take some of the pressure off. We need Lazard to step his game up. We need somebody. We talk about A.J. Brown. That's because Devontae Smith is a threat. We talk about Tyreek Hill. That's because Jalen Waddle is a threat. We need to have a threat the opposite side because when the other teams can feel like we can lock you down man-to-man on the backside and put more resources towards your number one receiver, it's going to be more difficult, and your offense is going to struggle. And you see Lazard in the tough spot. He drops the ball. You need more consistency with his hands. And I understand that he's never been a number one, but we still need to be reliable when we put the ball on you because if not, then people are going to call you self-check, and Garrett Wilson's going to continue to struggle with coverages rolled over him.
That's exactly it, Bart. He needs help because you could dedicate so much to him. And you always see when he makes these incredible catches how much traffic is in the area. It always feels like there's 2 or 3 defenders around him and he finds a way to make the play. But this was a roster from a skill talent perspective was mostly built for Aaron Rodgers, where Rodgers was probably like, you got a great number one wide receiver. I'm good with Lazard. I'm good with Cobb. I'm good with Conklin. And now the Jets have a young quarterback, and young quarterbacks in this league, for the most part, are picked up by their wide receivers, and they're not built that way anymore. Lazard had some really tough drops today. Cobb's inactive because he was ineffective in large part. So for the Jets, you've got to ask yourself, is there a move we can make at the deadline to get somebody that could be a viable number 2 for the rest of the season? That's a long shot. And if not, it's something you need to go into the offseason because the reality is there are spurts where you're going to be without your top quarterback. For the Jets, it hit worst case this year with Aaron Rodgers. But even for 3, 4, or 5 games, it happens in this league, and they don't have a viable number 2 option right now.
Yeah, credit Garrett Wilson. He's been solid, though, just with his demeanor on the sideline and how he's handled Zach time to time. And within this offense, he's been able to respond. But it goes back to what we talked to pregame. Somehow you got to get Conklin in this offense, right? We barely saw him today. So for me, it's like there's enough there. We're just not getting those other pieces, the football, so where we can highlight them and kind of celebrate them. So I don't know what's next, man, but there's a lot of work to do in the film room.
Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton was in what system last year?
Nathaniel Haggett.
Right. Do they know verbiage?
Yeah.
Is it a sale going on?
Sutton would be.
Oh, okay.
Denver's up 14-6 on Kansas City right now.
Yeah. That's because everybody's trying to preview for their next team. They're like, hey, I can play.
Yep.